Hello everyone, welcome to another HDPE Training Tuesday. My name's Caleb Craig and today we're going to be talking about HDPE fittings made from pipe and how to derate them correctly. So today I'm going to share my screen and show a little presentation we've put together on this. Now, PE100 fittings made from pipe, or fabricated fittings as they're called, all derate to some extent unless the angle that you're welding it at is less than 7.5 degrees per side or 15 degrees in the mitre. So here in front of us is a PE100T or HDPE-T made from pipe. The pipe is cut and joined together in such a way to produce a fitting. Generally this is done in 3 steps. You obviously cut the material to the relevant angles, you weld the bend together, or you make a 90-degree bend. You then cut the back off the bend and you weld the second mainline pipe into that to make the T. So what happens in that process is you get misalignment between the 2 pipes in that very middle point there. Now that's part of the reason for the deration. There's also another reason called Barlow's formula, which is the removal of your hoop strength of the pipe. So because you're intersecting the pipe or cutting through the hoop strength of it, and that's right in that join area there, that's why there's such a large deration factor applied to fabricated fittings. So you can see here, you've got a T that's been under a full pressure test, and it's blown out, obviously, because the correct deration wasn't applied to that particular fitting. So what are the derations and how do I apply them? So on a T in Australia, PIPA guidelines derate these by 50%. So industry standard is basically half the parent pipe is your pressure rating. So if it's a 16 bar pipe, obviously you need to derate that down to 8 bar. If it's a 20 bar pipe, you need to derate that down to 10 bar or 1,000 kPa in your pressure testing calculations. So there's a bit of information around the PIPA guidelines on this. You can Google POP 006 PIPA guidelines and that'll show you exactly what we're talking about here. You can see as the temperature increases, also your pressure rating decreases. And that's another thing you need to bear in mind. I've covered that in a previous video. So here you can see a fully rated molded T. Now this is the better option. Obviously it's more expensive, but if you want a full bore on your pipeline and you want to maintain the pressure rating of that pipeline from end to end, you really should be using molded fittings or machine fittings from billet. There's no change in the wall thickness. There's no deration applied. These ones here, the hybrid machine fittings, mean you can get a full bore, full pressure rated fitting without any compromise on your pressure ratings. So there you have it. That's fabricated fittings. Please always make sure you apply the correct deration. If you've got any questions around that, always feel free to drop us a line at caleb@advancedpiping.com.au and I'll be sure to answer your questions as soon as I possibly can. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you on the next Training Tuesday. Thanks, team.